Hello and welcome to the Spiritual View. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Gen Tarot, and I'm one of the Soulful Revolution certified readers and one of the hosts of the Spiritual View. And today I am bringing you the Twin Flame Tuesday. So me and Sari kind of go back and forth each week. She'll do one and then I do one. She did an amazing one last week. If you have not seen that, go check it out. We're just going to see where this story takes us this week. All right, so before we get started, let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths together and do the invocation to call in the spirit team. So if you'll close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with me, breathe in, that's one, breathe in, that's two, breathe in, that's three. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right, and I do want to say that I haven't heard yet from the winner of the drawing. We pulled the winner for the drawing on Friday, and we had open-minded reality. So I'm still waiting to hear from you to get together to book your free reading. I'm pretty excited about that. So just comment down below, and we'll connect, and we'll get you set up. All right. All right. So today for this twin flame reading, I'm going to be using the Angel Guide Oracle, as well as the Archangel's Oracle. So that's where we're going to get started. And then we'll use the Mermaid Tarot to pull the reading. All right. So let's just see where we're going this week. All right. So only messages for your highest good and anything that you need to hear will come out in this reading today. That is the intentions. Okay, so what is going on this week with the Twin Flame Collective that I am tapped into right now? All right. So what is going on this week with this Twin Flame Collective? Inner child healing. I believe that. Learning experience. Take charge and action. So we are healing, but then we are also being prepared because we're going to be using that healing in our mission, I believe. All right, so this inner child healing. This card brings radical healing, understanding, and love to your inner child. It shows that your guardian angel is wrapping their loving arms around you right now, nurturing your inner child and encouraging you to unleash your childlike senses. See the world through the eyes of the child. There is so much wonder and opportunity out there. It's time for fun. What can you do to feel light? What can you do to express yourself? Have you stopped yourself from doing something because you're too old for it now? It's time to reclaim your innocence and express yourself in a way that is filled with excitement, wonder, and adventure. It's time for your inner child to be healed. And so I've been seeing that message a lot in my readings lately, just that returning to that childlike wonder, finding what it is that brings that passion out of that inner child again, like what it was when you were a child. You just walked around, more free to just kind of express yourself and be in this world. And as you grew and you got more responsibilities thrown on you and more judgments thrown on you, you restricted yourself from being able to express that, inner innocence. The innocence of you is that inner child. And so you were hiding that part of you. You were suppressing that part of you, and that part of you is now crying out to be healed and seen again. All right, so we are moving to learning experience. Inner peace and a sense of security come from overcoming hardships. Without the challenges that life has presented to you, you wouldn't be the person that you are today. This is a time for you to reflect on the incredible strength that you have. No matter what has gone wrong for you, you have made your way through the darkness and into the light. When this card appears for you, your angel guide is inviting you to ask yourself, what have I learned from this? This card represents the teacher you have within, and through integrity and connection, you will be able to find a message within this mystery. If you are still facing challenges, you are being encouraged to keep going and trust that the worst will soon be over. The light at the end of the tunnel is within you. And so, my connection here, okay, as we're going back to releasing this inner child, like all of the things that we've learned. So, like, the things that cause that inner child to kind of get hidden and like pushed down are our defense mechanisms that we create in those times, like when we are that child having the trauma and we don't have the correct coping mechanisms, the correct words and understanding to be able to express it. And so, like, that's the learning that we've done since the time that the trauma happened. You have now learned how to cope with the trauma. You have now learned how to understand and process the trauma. So now then, like, that's the learning experience that you're supposed to bring out, is we're going back now because you didn't have it at the time that you were the child and the trauma was happening to you. Now you do. Now you have that understanding. Now you have that experience to be able to go back in to those times and pull out, those memories that were hard for you to face at that time, so that you can now process them with this new understanding, this new awareness, and the new learning that you have gotten through this process. Take charge and action. Don't be afraid to take charge or be strong at this time. Sometimes we have to take control in order to be respected or honored. If you feel that your current situation is moving in a direction that isn't serving you, your joy, or your purpose, the message of this card is to put your foot down now. You don't have to be aggressive. You do need clarity now, and unless you step in, it won't unfold. So set a good example, respect yourself, lead rather than being led. If you're wondering whether to make the next move in a particular situation, this card encourages you to do so. Often angels find it difficult to support us fully unless we make the first move. Meet them halfway now by showing your commitment to moving forward. So, I mean, this is the time to not just sit on this knowledge. It's time to actually take action on this knowledge that you've been learning and start integrating it into your life. All right, so I'm going to pull from the archangels and just see what archangel is with us today and what message they have for us. All right. So, what archangel is with us today? Raguel, waves of healing. Be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. So, this healing is very necessary. So, Raguel. Be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. Raguel, friend of God, is the pearly white androgynous angel of harmony. They work very closely with all the angels who call upon they work very closely with all of those who call upon them to bring an end to conflict and challenges. This powerful archangel helps us to remember the importance of relationships and brings to our awareness the limiting stories of our family history so that we can heal and change. They work closely with Michael and Zedekiel and are angels of justice who help bring peace, calm, and righteousness to the earth. Whenever Raguel is close, it means that you are moving through great healing. A wave of harmony is washing over your life now, and you can find harmony and resolution to conflicts, both internal and external. If you have had disagreements with those around you, ask yourself what you can do to be more open and honest, and how you yourself can show up with the energy or needs you feel that are lacking. This will help you to be received and understood. Angels are guiding you to stand down from fighting and arguing. Take a step back, call them in, and allow them to work their magic. Your heart is calling for a restoration of peace. So it's important to tune in and really ask how that looks and feels for you. If you're in a mental battle with your instincts, with what your instincts are telling you to do, know that your instincts aren't the holiest version of you, for they contain your genetic blueprint and therefore the limiting stories and beliefs of your family lineage. You are here to create new, more advanced version of that story, one that is whole, healed, and complete. You are in process, but you are in process, but you are in progress. And so, I mean, there is just this huge healing that is taking place, and it's a necessary healing. And one of the things that I was getting with this one is the standing down from the arguing. Like, that is the inner child part that I feel so much, the one that just wants to say, no, I'm right, and not understanding that sometimes it doesn't, you don't have to prove that you're right. Being right is right. You don't have to prove it. And so sometimes that's the part that I like, I can just see that inner child coming out in the arguments most is just that fighting to be heard, to fighting to be validated, to fight, just fighting to, just like it, a lot of times you end up fighting for your life in situations that aren't even like life threatening either, though, because that's the mentality of a child to not understand, how to process the enormity of the emotions that they're feeling. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start pulling from the tarot. So for the twin flame collection that I am tapped into today, let's see what is going on. I mean, it just looks like there's just a lot of healing that is taking place. So if you are in separation, I mean, just know that it is with purpose, with a good purpose. And I've got 1144 on the clock. That could be a significant number to you. I haven't not looked that up. But 44s are about angelic guidance. And 11s are just very spiritually connected to the twin flame mission. All right. So bottom of the deck is what we don't see coming. We have the hangman. So finally surrender to this process of healing, I think. And then we have the lover. So surrender to the connection as well. Surrender to the choice, the decision of this connection. We have the high priestess. So this is just this deep intuition, inner knowing of what really needs to be done here. And then with the Queen of Swords, that is clear communication. It is very decisive. Like we're not just going to sit and ponder anymore. Like you're very clear, very decisive. The Page of Swords is it's potentially a message coming in. We will look at that to see what that message is. And then the Four of Wands leading to this long-term commitment. This is the 1111 card. This is celebration. This is the happy life card. This is a happy life card. So there's just surrender here, all under the bottom of the deck. There's just surrender to, this path, to this connection, to the truth of this connection, getting clarity about this connection, what you actually know about this, to be true about this connection. All right, so for the first line, this is going to be the masculine. The second line is the feminine. The third line is the connection, past, present, future, and then the opportunity. So for the masculine, we have in the past, we had some very toxic behavior that had them trapped and it was their own trap. But this is, okay, you have the Eight of Swords as the self-imposed prisons. This is the Eight of Swords just as far as it can go. All right, in the present, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is a fresh start. I am going to start over. I'm building something new. So I'm going to create a whole new life because this one right here was clearly not working. We are heading to, wow, the Emperor. We're figuring it out. We are getting our life together. We are taking bold action. The opportunity here is the Ace of Pentacles. So there is lots of opportunity coming in, and this is typically a financial opportunity. So we will look closer into that. What is this opportunity coming? But this is, I mean, very positive. It is moving out of that very toxic energy of the past. All right, so for the feminine, we have the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. And so, like, if this is the energy that she was dealing with, if she'd been dealing with this toxic energy, yeah, that could probably have left her feeling very left out in the cold for quite some time as she was struggling to understand, why can't we get out of this? Why can't we get out of this cage? Why can't we get out of this prison that we've, found ourselves in? She is moving to, wow, the Ten of Pentacles. She's got a lot of abundance coming in. I mean, this is happy family, happy life. This is spiritual, material abundance. She's moving on the right path. This card is also about asking for help. So she may have made initiated some sort of move that has brought in some help for her. She's moving to the Ace of Swords, clarity and truth. And this typically shows up if I've just said something that was correct. So she did something that brought in this help for her. So what is the opportunity? The opportunity is the Two of Wands. It's finally starting to get out of that comfort zone. It's movement. This is out of very stuck energy. For the connection, we have the Queen of Wands. So there was a lot of drama. That's a lot of passion. But that passion came out in probably very toxic ways. All right. Currently, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very, very clear about what they want. The one thing that I would caution with this is to not think that there's only one way, that the only way, that like, my way is the only way. That's what I'm getting. My way is the only way. You've got to let go of the heavy control that I feel from the energy of that card. All right, and the potential outcome. Five of Wands. So with this is about it's about conflict, but it is about getting everybody on the same page. This is about getting into alignment. Everybody's working towards the same mission with the same goal so that we can, really, really make that movement forward. The opportunity is the Hermit. So there's some time to sit back and really reflect. This is about having a mentor or a guide, but there's some guidance here that is coming in that's helping to bring this alignment in. Okay. The potential outcome is the Two of Cups. That's high level soulmate energy. The Nine of Swords, but there's some stress about this. This is about sleepless nights. There's a lot of sleepless nights. And the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is, it's not feeling like you know what you need to do. There's a battle here between the heart and the mind about which way do I need to go? What do I need to do? How do I make this work? All right, so I am going to look at that to see what is all of this stress over. Because, I mean, we've got this Two of Cups energy. We've got two twos came out in the potential outcome. So we've got this Two of Cups energy, but yet we're battling this for some reason. Like there's just like, we're fighting this for some reason. There's like a block to this. What is that block? What is that block to this connection? Of the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So the Knight of Cups tells me that there was an offer that was made that maybe like the effort, like, so this is something from the past, like this connection from the past. You connected previously in the past. But with this, the effort that was put in was not given enough payoff. It was not given enough payoff. And so it left you feeling a lot of regret for, well, I thought that this was going to be, this. I thought it was going to look like this. I thought it was going to work this way, but it didn't. And so that's what I'm getting is like the overthinking here part that I'm seeing with these two cards for sure. There's a lot of overthinking that's happening between these two cards right here is about everything that's happened in the past to date. It's like, well, I don't know that I want, like I said, I put all that effort in before and it didn't pay off for me. I put the effort in before and it was just draining to me. So, like, I don't know that I can put myself through that again. And, the other part of this card, because this card is about grief, it's about life not turning out the way that you thought it was supposed to. Um, it can be a card about settling. But I just think that, like, what I'm getting is just that overthinking over here is just, oh my goodness, what if I go through it again? What if I go through it again? What if I put myself out there and and it's just like it's just the same cycle repeats that I don't get the payoff. I put all the effort and then I don't get the reward. All right. I wanted to see, what is this? What's this opportunity that's coming in for the masculine? We have the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So the Ten of Wands, this is being able to release the heavy burdens of the past. You're finally able to, just heal. This really is about healing because, especially with the Four of Swords, this is about healing. And this is with the Nine of Cups, a gift that is being given to you. Like this healing, this opportunity that is coming in is to bring healing to you. And that is, I think, what is allowing you to be able to step into this energy of the divine masculine. Um, for the feminine, what is this? What's this truth? What's this truth that is coming? We have death, Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay, so there is a transformation happening to a connection from the past. I mean, just a complete, it's not going to be the same ever again for this connection from the past. And it is going to bring a lot of peace, a lot of emotional fulfillment. So that's the truth that's coming out. And like, but it all is coming from this, from moving out, taking this, getting out of your comfort zone. It's all about making that decision that got you out of your comfort zone. You did something different, so you're getting a different result. All right. So, what does this situation look like in 1 week? We have the Six of Pentacles, the World, and the Fool. So, the Six of Pentacles is about bringing in balance to a connection. It's bringing back, like you're kind of evaluating, okay, here's how much energy I was putting out, and this is what I was getting back. And like, this is what I'm willing to put into relationships now, and this is what I'm, not. I think that's the thing. It's like you're learning your cycles, you're learning the patterns, you're learning, I mean, there's so much processing happening right here with these two cards right here. There's just so much in your head energy that you're spending time, you're really learning about what it was that was keeping it out of balance so that we can make different decisions, so that we can close out those cycles. And we're going to take a whole different path. We're taking a leap of faith. We're going to do something different. Okay. What does the situation look like in 1 month? We have the Tower, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So there's something like that's coming out of nowhere. It's like an epiphany, I would say. An epiphany is coming out of nowhere that's going to bring some level of success. Some level of success for this connection. I want to look at that. What is this epiphany? What's the epiphany? We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Hierophant. So the Eight of Pentacles is that's connected to work. That's about something work. That's working on something together. And it's connected to something, it's connected to a heartbreak. A heartbreak that adjusted belief systems. Let me see about that heartbreak. Tell me about the heartbreak. What is the heartbreak? But like whatever this heartbreak is the thing that leads to the idea for this work, this partnership. I'm getting a partnership with that. It's a work partnership. And this is also like a contract being signed. But it's the heartbreak is the thing that brings the idea. What? Tell me about this heartbreak. The Four of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So the Four of Cups is about missed opportunities. It's about being focused on the things that are missing, but not realizing that you do have this, you do have an opportunity. And I think that's the epiphany is in this time of brokenheartedness. This is the brokenheartedness that I'm seeing as you're sitting here seeing just, okay, this didn't work out. This didn't work out. This didn't work out. All the things that are missing, you're going to have the epiphany of, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that this was even possible for me. This was possible for me. And with this, the Seven of Wands, it's coming back to those beliefs. Is it like I'm getting back to the belief systems with that? It's just the inspecting and understanding your belief systems, which causes you to manifest in this opportunity. But again, this feels so connected to a work opportunity, a partnership, some sort of partnership though of work is what I'm getting. To do some sort of work together, to do a work together. All right. What is the work? What is the work that I'm picking up? We have the King of Wands. That is an entrepreneur. The Queen of Pentacles, a self-made woman. And then the Nine of Wands is that's going to be connected to the healing. That's connected to the healing. All right, so yeah, the King of Wands, like I said, that he's the one with the idea. This is the one who's coming with the idea. This is the one who's going to say, this is what we need to do. And it's just some sort of new project, but it's working with this Queen of Pentacles energy that is that self-made woman, but she's very generous, is to me a very nurturing, healing. And with the Nine of Wands, that's because of the hard path that you've been on, because of see, I'm just getting this connection is meant to teach others how to get to union. That is what, like, and I don't think that you're in union. You're not in union yet. You're almost there with this card right here. This tells me you're almost there, but this connection is meant to teach people how to get into union because you have been through so much already and you're almost there. And there's all this stress over how do I like, because you do know, because you do know about it. You have this solid understanding about this connection. You do know. You're just right now, you're not sure. You're not trusting how. You're not trusting that you know how. And that's all the stress that you're in your head about. But I do think that this connection is one that is meant to teach others how to get into union. And you're doing it through your own healing first, through your healing all of the wounds, and that's why that healing message was so strong, just to begin with. All right, so what is your best move forward at this time? We have the Seven of Swords, Judgment, and the Moon. All right, so the Seven of Swords is typically about deception and lies, but what I'm really getting is just don't be too loud. Don't talk to too many people about what you're doing. I think that as you're moving through this healing phase, don't get too many voices in your head. Move silently. Move silently. Not everybody needs to know what you're doing because not everybody's going to understand, especially when we're talking about the twin flame mission. Not everybody is going to get this. And so move silently. Be careful who you're talking to because they may, put wrong messages in your head. They may put you off path. So just move silently. Um, answer the call. This is time for you to make a decision. This is, a wake up call. This is a wake up call for you to really do the work and do what you need to do to, really get yourself into that inner union first, because that's where it starts. Inner union first, so that you can get into that full external union. And then with the moon, this is about facing your fears. This is about really okay, you're not going to be given all the answers right away. That's part of the path of faith. That's part of just having the trust, in this path is that you're not going to be given all the answers all at once. You've just got to trust and you've got to take it just one step at a time and like just really facing the fears though. And I think that some of the facing the fears is like when when you're literally forced to look at yourself. Like I think that some of us, especially with the masculines, they run from themselves. They are running from themselves. The feminines get this idea that they're running from them, but they're not. They are running from the reflection of themselves that the feminine is, showing to them. And so, like, I feel like there's this time here that is being spent now where you're being forced to just have to look at yourself. I especially see it with the Hermit card here. That's the opportunity right here. You're being forced to have to look at yourself. You can't run from yourself anymore. And that's what's going to bring in, the full healing. All right. So I did want to pull from the Twin Flame Ascension as well. I'll just pull one card just to see kind of what is going on overall in this connection. Right. What is going on overall for the connection? 1010 High Priestess, expanding consciousness. I've been seeing 1010 like crazy lately. All right, 1010. 83. When the high priestess makes an appearance, it's a sign that you are elevating into higher dimensions of awareness. You are open, ready, and willing to embrace the divine presence as you align with pure love and light. You trust your heart and you experience oneness with the universal consciousness because you have mastered the ability to reconnect with your source energy found within. You're experiencing life after death and creating a new identity. This clean slate affords you the opportunity to create endless possibilities. Choose to let go of any remaining limitations and open yourself up to the idea of infinite abundance. Trusting yourself helps you make solid decisions that align with your strong intuition. This elevated consciousness enhances your ability to embody your greatest potential because you stand up for your truth. You are viewing things from a higher perspective. This heightened awareness shifts your limiting beliefs beyond your perceived illusions as you rise up to your highest creative abilities, allowing you to create a more fulfilling life. So, I mean, you are doing the work and it is paying off. And so, like, whatever you're seeing, and I really think that if you're in a season of separation right now, it is being used. It is being used for the inner child healing. And I think that you shouldn't fight that, because the more you fight it, the more you're going to prolong it. All right, I'll pull one last card from the Art of Manifestation Oracle. So, what can we do right now to help bring our manifestations into reality? And I will be pulling cards for each of the zodiacs, specifically in the extended, so that we can see just specific to your situation as well. All right, so say yes, 66. What are you waiting for? The answer is yes. So it is time, whatever it is that you are, whatever it is that you're worried about, this thing right here, this thing that's keeping you up at night, just say yes to it. Don't fight it, because this is a no card right here. This is you saying no. Just say yes. Don't fight the process. Just allow the process to happen, because the more that you fight it, the longer you're going to prolong it. So allow it to happen. Go deep within, do that inner child healing so that you can get to the other side. All right. So I hope that you found value in this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you would comment, like, subscribe. That helps to push it out to more people. It helps to grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. If you will watch every day, we've got a different video going with a different reading. I'm tripping over my words. Okay. Every day we have a different video going with a different reader. So please make sure you're checking those out. And then the third Friday of each month is when we do our special collab session together that we all greatly enjoy. And our last one was about the fool's journey, in which I just feel like a lot of us are taking that leap of faith right now in many areas of our life. I know that I certainly am. Oh my goodness, it just feels like in every single area of my life. And so if you haven't watched that, I'm going to link that up here, and you should definitely check that out. All right. So other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.